Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. And our long national nightmare is almost over. The 5-game challenge issued by the board is almost over. We got one game left. We need one single point to match the 10-point total that they asked for. If you look at the board down here, they do have us at secure. So this is good. Everything's back up to being a little bit better. 45%, competition's 48%. For a while there, our supporter shield confidence was at 0, but now we're up to 36%, so I guess that's good. 62% in terms of the Eastern Conference expectation, so that's good because we've moved up to 3rd place in the Eastern Conference. Only 4 points back of Orlando City. And, we got a little ways to go in the supporter shield to start catching some of these Western Conference teams. Houston is our closest target. They're 3 points away, but still. They only have one game in hand against us, so it's not that big of a gap. But anyway, today we're going to focus on the final game of this 5-game run, and that will be against Philadelphia Union. That's right, the team that we've focused on quite a bit in the last 2 years. We beat them in the playoffs. We beat them in the Champions League. We beat them pretty much every time there was an important game. We've come up ahead of Philadelphia. So let's try and keep that going and do that again today. How we beat NYCFC surprisingly 4-0. That was a great game. We're on a bit of a winning streak here, other than the one loss to Vancouver, who's a very good team this year. I mean, they looked really good on paper, and we only lost 2-1. But I think they're going to be a very good team. But anyway, let's see what Philadelphia looks like. How about that? First of all, competitions-wise, they're in 8th place, 25 points on the season, so they've got a lot of catching up to do. 8th place in the Eastern Conference is good for 19th place overall, so that's pretty bad. But anyway, they got 7 wins, 4 draws, 11 losses. That's a lot of losses. There's a whole lot of losses here in the Eastern Conference. Anyway, let's take a look at what they've done recently. Last year, they finished 7th, pretty good, 8th. So they've been pretty good the last 2 years. They're on an upward climb anyway. Let's see what they've done transfer-wise. They made a lot of transfers this season. They lost some guys to the waiver draft. Espinoza, Mike Hunter. He doesn't have any stats. It's interesting. Mike Hunter must have retired or something because he's no longer available. Interesting. Dave Romney went to LAFC. Fernandez, 24-year-old American. He looked pretty good, actually. He's only worth $210,000, but they let him go. They let a lot of guys go. They sold Christian Suevas, 25-year-old Chilean, to Universidad Católica for $2.6 million. The Catholic University. They lost Hayduk on loan. Hayduk was their number 1 draft pick last season, so interesting to see him going out on loan to Bethlehem Steel. It's a famous club in U.S. soccer lore. They lost Kouassi to the waiver draft. So they got a lot of stuff to replace here, and they've done it through the draft. Got a couple of guys from the waiver draft. Tim Simmons, Richard Sanchez from Minnesota. 26-year-old Mexican. Only valued at $105,000, so he's not that good. Several guys on just free transfers, just bringing in guys. Brad Stuver, goalkeeper. Adeyemi, valued at $2.5 million. They got this guy on a free defensive midfielder. Interesting. Jordan Thomas, 24 years old, valued at $3.1 thousand. Other end of the schedule. Other end of the pay scale, I guess. Anyway, Nuakal Chilbere Nwakali. Boy, I am not good with African names, that's for sure. But anyway, he's a pretty good player, valued at $2 million. 15 passing for the midfielder, Segundo Valente, so he can play that role that we're very familiar with. So they did some good work in the free transfer. They picked up some guys from the academy. Tony Beltran, another free transfer, 32-year-old American. A few draft picks. Eric Kessler from the Michigan Bucks, 21 years old, valued at $1.6 million. So that's a pretty good draftee right there. What is he, a central defender? Yeah, he's very solid. Absolutely solid. I mean, heading is not so good, but everything else is reasonable. Then they made a couple of moves in the transfer market. Brendan Hines Ike from Orebro. 25-year-old central defender. He looks pretty good. Very solid. And then Mosa Injai. He's also pretty solid. Norwegian inside forward. I feel like we looked at these guys for the Champions League, so we shouldn't be too surprised by what's going on. They definitely helped their defense, and we'll see what they've got. We'll see if we can beat them once again. We're going to stick with the 4-1-2-3. It's been working for us, so why not? Let's go. Tactical briefing. We just need a point, fellas. That's all we need. No need to get crazy. Don't go down early. Let's be cool. Be disciplined. All that good stuff, and we can come out with a point from Philadelphia. Away from home, we'll see if we can do it. I think we can. New Zealand likely call-up unlikely for Boxall. Yeah, he wasn't called up at all last year. Jackson Amell, fitness test not required. Giglio, Franco. So, everybody's, well, not everybody, but a lot of guys back from injury. So we'll see how that affects our lineup today. So Philadelphia 6-4 favorites. That's a lot of games. Last 13 games, we've won 8 of them. 3 draws. Philly's only won 2 of the last 13 games, so that's pretty bad. They're coming in inconsistent form with 1 win in their last 5. I would say that's poor form, but anyway, apparently we're inconsistent as well with 3 wins in our last 5. So what do we know? Yeah, let's go. Biggest strength for Philadelphia is home form. They play well at home. That's not good. 71 degrees, wet and gusty. That's interesting for August. So it's a rainy August in Philadelphia. So on the bench, we had to sub out for our injured players. Romero is out. Andre out for 6 weeks. Mane out 6 weeks. D'Alessandro, our new man, out for 2 weeks. So we got a lot of injuries going on. So we've had to bring in, we still have Dupuis on the bench. Although I don't know that I want Dupuis on the bench at this point. Let's move Gianfranco Vasquez up there. Even though Dupuis is much more match fit, we don't really have another advanced forward. Or do we? Mendez is back. We got him on the bench. I guess he could play advanced forward in a pinch. Yeah, he could definitely play advanced forward. But anyway, got an update that needs to be installed. Out of here. Raheem Edwards, going to keep him coming off the bench just because he plays very well coming off the bench. We've moved Sweet, Matthew Sweet, or Sweat, or however we want to pronounce it. I still like Sweet. He's moved up to the bench. Pantami, Boxall, Lutweiler. Let's go. Proceed to match, yes. So we're going to have a couple of new starters in there. Looks like we're matching formations here. Vermeer is back in goal. Chris Clute is still there. There's Nwakali. Hines, Ike, Chanot. So it's a strong defense. Adeyemi, Caldwell, Bedoya in the midfield. So it's a strong midfield. Injai, Sapong, and Akam up top. So Philadelphia definitely looks improved. David Akam, 6 assists on the year, 17 appearances. Injai with 6 goals is their top goal scorer. That's not a lot of goals. We shall see. Anyway, we're going with Thiago in goal. Same defense as last game. Taylor, Duverne, Bruno, and Jaguar. Piet, Ramos, and, of course, Lopez is coming in, the Generation Adidas player. Petrasso, we're bringing Jackson Amell in as a wide target man. He's our leading goal scorer. So we're going to keep him in there. And then, of course, Kyle Aaron up top, fresh off of his 2-goal game. Actually, Petrasso came in first place for last week's Player of the Week, and Laren came in second place for last week's Player of the Week. So both guys had a great game. We had a ton of guys on the Team of the Week, so that was good news for us. Great win. We owe Philadelphia after what happened in our last match, I guess. Let's go get revenge. Sure. Oh, I forgot to do the instructions, but anyway. Assistant. So here we are. Looks like a fairly full house here in Philadelphia. Nice away crowd from Montreal. Okay, let's do this here. Apply the team advice. Definitely get stuck in on Akam, Njai, Sapong, Sheezy. Is anybody else? I don't know if their defenders are going to come forward or not. They're fullbacks. We'll hold down on them. Let's take a look. Chris Clute. Right now he's staying back. We'll see what happens when the offense gets going. Sapong nearly has it stolen. Looks like their defense is staying back, so we'll hold off on any of that stuff for now. Looks like they've got a slight injury in the midfield here. Lopez loses the ball. Free kick for Montreal. Bedoya gets a yellow card. Get out of here. Caldwell with an injury. So their midfield's in trouble already. We should encourage our players to do what now? What was that? Short passing play. Okay, whatever. Here's the first highlight of the game. David Akam sends it across field. Duverne can't intercept it. Injai just streaking through our defense. Gets it to David Akam. Great stop by Thiago. I don't know if I mentioned this, but Thiago made the MLS All-Star team. So did, who else? A couple of other guys made the MLS All-Star team. Let's see. I think Junior Ramos made the All-Star team, and Mendez made the All-Star team of all people. So that was interesting. 29-year-old Frenchman. I mean, he's talented, but he got injured immediately after he made the All-Star team. But he's only played in a handful of games, so it's weird that he made the All-Star team. But whatever, I'm not going to complain. He came off the bench in the All-Star game, but still. All right, here's Injai sending it forward. David Akam gets around one man. That was a terrible shot. If he keeps shooting like that all game, I'll be happy with that for sure. Ratings, pretty average at the moment. 20 minutes gone. They've got 4 shots to our 1. Only 44% possession. So maybe we should try and retain possession a little bit. Let's look for the underlap. Wait for our dudes to get forward. Here we go. 23 minutes. Thiago bangs one downfield. Jackson Amell going after it. Wins the header back to Duverne. He's looking. Duverne is ranging forward. I don't like that. And he gets the ball stolen. See if he can get back in position. He does. Looks like, I want to call him Chicago. Philadelphia's slow playing it right now. David Akam in the middle of our entire defense all by himself. Just shoots the ball out of bounds. He really had nowhere to go with that. Not connecting on crosses. We're winning some of our headers. That's fine. Petrasso, 6.5 rating. Kyle Aaron, 6.5. Starting to drop a little bit. Petrasso gets his first yellow card of the season. Taylor has a yellow card. Okay, we'll tell Taylor to ease off tackles. Here's Vermeer with a goal kick. Sends it down to straight to Taylor. Taylor gets it ahead to Petrasso. The yellow card brothers there on the left-hand side. Lopez, what's he going to do with it? Sends it across field to Ramos. Get it back to Lopez, man. He's wide open. Petrasso. Petrasso's going out wide. Takes one man wide. Sends it in. Kyle Larin gets a header on it. Yeah. That's it. Kyle Larin has broken out of his funk. If he can score a goal a game, we're going to be back in business this season. If he can score 2 goals a game, then, we're going to win some prizes. Kyle Larin, great header, right in between 3 defenders. Just beats them all to the punch. And there we go, 1-0. Looking good. Caldwell not doing so good for Philadelphia. By the way, we're playing in our whites again. And this time it's away, so there really is no logic. I guess the home team gets choice of I don't know how it works. I don't know. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. Here's Lopez. Sends a free kick to Petrasso. Petrasso out wide. Shoots. Vermeer has to make a sort of awkward save. One-handed slap at it, but he does. Gives us a corner. Lopez is going to take the corner. The youngster. Centers to Petrasso. Petrasso to Jackson at the semicircle. He bangs one. Vermeer has to make another save. He's under siege right now. Here is Lopez again with the free kick. He again drops it off to Jackson. Jackson centers to Petrasso, who takes the shot wide. I don't really think Petrasso's the guy to be taking that shot, if I'm honest. What's his long shooting? 8. Yeah, not so good. But with Andre no longer in the game, who's going to take all of our wild long shots? We came back and outshot them 7 shots to 5, 3 on target to 1, so that's pretty good. 2 yellow cards, I don't like that. 42% possession, not so good. We got some guys playing well. Eric Lopez has been impressive breaking into the final third. Good man. Bruno won back possession. Good number of touches in the opponent's penalty area, so we're looking good. I guess we'll leave the analysis alone for right now, and we'll just get to the second half. Let's go. Don't get complacent out there. How about that? There we go. I don't normally do like negative type talks, but that is very important because, like I said, all we need is 1 point out of this game, so there's no reason to go crazy. Petrasso, can we get another first-minute goal to start the second half? Kyle Larin, he's open, he's got a shot, but Vermeer is there. Makes the save. Whatever play we're drawing up to start the second half, let's keep doing it. I like it. It's like in basketball, sometimes they have a tip-off play. I'm sure in soccer sometimes they have a kickoff play. I don't know. Maybe it's not that sophisticated. I have no idea. I remember as a youth when I played soccer, our kickoff play was literally a kickoff. We just banged it downfield as far as possible. It was like an American football kickoff. It's pretty funny, like how little we knew of the actual strategy of the game. Here's Duverne ranging forward. He centers one. Kyle Larin can't get one on goal. That was an interesting overlap from Duverne, taking advantage of a little space there. I like that. The young man is learning. Okay. Gonzalez sends one in. Taylor heads it up. Looks like Petrasso's going to get there, start the counterattack. We got 3 men going forward. Petrasso, though, he's going to take it himself. He loves to dribble. Past one man. He's a greedy, selfish individual. He had 2 guys in easy goal-scoring position, and he chose to shoot the ball. Very upset with that. Piet wins it. Piet, he's going to start What's with all the dribbling? Our guys are going crazy with the dribbling. Bedoya with a tackle, and that ends that. Piet, my man, that's not your strong suit. You're a defensive dude. Just send the ball forward. Back post, and Jai has it. He's double covered. He centers to David Akam, who gets the equalizer. Okay, now we gotta worry. Now we gotta worry. I mean, we got our point right now. 59 minutes to go. David Akam just sneaks past Bruno. Bruno not paying attention. He gets yelled at by Giguère. Yeah, our defense is not looking good right now. Bruno bombs it forward to no one. Sapong has it on the wing to Bedoya. Gets it near side to Injai. He tries to go around Duverne. He does. He gets around Duverne. Centers to David Akam. We cannot lose this game, boys and girls and people, children of all ages. We cannot lose this game. "66 minutes. Our defense is looking awful. Bedoya to Injai. Just around our defenders. Who's number 10? That's our midfielder. It's Junior. Okay. Now Philadelphia's just going to sit back, and they're going to be happy that they've cost me my job. 70 minutes. All right, we're pausing. We got to change things up. Let's go form number 2. Jackson and Mel. We're going to bring Mendez in on the right. No. That's not what we want to do. We want to take out Lopez, I guess. Because we need Piet back here to play defense. Yes. Then we can bring in Mendez. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, let's confirm those changes and hit play. Let's demand more. Come on, boys. We got to get this point back. We can't mess around. 73 minutes. Clock is just rolling. Here we go. Here's a highlight. Vermeer sends one downfield. Good interception by Duverne. Kyle Laren, what are you doing? He's going around his man. He's got him beat. He centers. Jackson Amell wins the header back to Junior Ramos. Forward to Kyle Laren. Tries for Jackson Amell again. He heads it down for Petrasso, who hammers it home. Nice. Okay. This is what we needed, boys. You know, Philadelphia seems susceptible to the 4-2-4. Jackson Amell wins that header. Great recovery by Junior Ramos. Laren, another great header by Jackson Amell. He did that on purpose. He jumped high in the air, headed that straight down to Petrasso. Petrasso with 2 games in a row with a goal. This is good. 75 minutes. I mean, now you think you dial it back, but I don't think so. I don't think I think dialing it back is the way to go against Philadelphia. You know, we've had some wild games against them. 4-goal, 5-goal games. Thiago punches it out straight to Bedoya. He gets it to Sapong. Great tackle. Who was that? Was that Taylor? I don't know. Jackson gets it to Ramos. He's going to bang it forward for Petrasso. See what he does. Petrasso chips it to Kyle Aaron, and it's intercepted. Petrasso turns the ball over too often. And he's better on the attack. There's no question about that. You know, he's not really a setup kind of guy. You know, just tell by his crossing is low, his dribbling is high. I mean, he's an attacker. Here we go. Taylor throwing, gets it back to Jackson Amell. Centers to Junior Ramos, to Petrasso. His shot is deflected, but Kyle Aaron almost chases it down. Chris Clute is forced to tackle it. That would have been a really nice penalty right there. But he got the ball there. Midfield's outnumbered. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Bruno, that was an interesting header. Kyle Aaron didn't go after that ball. Picot to Bedoya. David Akam on the run. Shoots it wide. 86 minutes down. You know, boys, this is all we need here. This is just, I mean, we need the draw. In order to keep myself employed, this is what we need. 88 minutes, 89 minutes. 4 minutes of added time. Two minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Duverne with the throw-in. This is the last highlight. Mendes back to Duverne. Centering pass to Piet with a shot. What a shot for the winner. 93 minutes, 30 seconds in. Piet comes out of nowhere. The Segundo Volante roll. Let's see. He's just hanging out. He's hanging out. Duverne sends it forward, and he's on a dead sprint. Just a perfect shot. And again we scored. 3 goals on Vermeer. This guy is the worst goalkeeper. Doesn't matter now if they get a goal. Who cares? Here's Ramos. Good steal. Sends it forward. Jackson Amell. He sends it forward. Out wide. Mendes. He's got Kyle Aaron right out in front. Bad pass, but Kyle Aaron. Oh, I mean, he's just showed pity on them. It was a terrible pass for Mendes. That should have been a goal. We should have scored 4, but hey, what a comeback, boys. David Akam did his all, scoring in the 60th and 66th minute. And then we changed up to the 4-2-4, Petrasso and Piet. The fairly unlikely goal scorer, but hey, whatever. There we go. Team talk. Well done, boys. Well done. All right, let's see if the board's got anything to say after that. Post-match press conference. Send the assistant just so we can see if we can get to some sort of commentary from the board. Transfer window ends in a couple of days. Nobody wants any of our terrible players, apparently. Why even put values on some of these players if nobody will ever buy them? What's the point? All right, Philadelphia. Get out of my face. We've got their number. You saw that in the last 13 games. Now 14 games. 9 wins. Giglio. Nancy. Board. Does the board have anything to say about their little ultimatum? No, I guess they just dropped that. Is that what's hot in the streets? You're just not going to mention that? Now that we're secure, 57%. That's jumped us up to 10th place. 35 4 points. We're now just 6 points back. I mean, I figure we got to finish top 5 is what the board's looking for. They want us to finish around top of the league. So we're 6 points away from Vancouver. And they've got 1 game in hand. So we're really only 3 points back from Vancouver. Sort of, if you use some fuzzy math. Third place, we're 1 point behind Orlando City for second place in the East. So, I mean, we should be secure from now on in this game. Hopefully. Hopefully the board has come to their senses, which they don't want to mention their little deadline. It's interesting. But anyway, I guess that's it. What do we got coming up? It's got to be close to mid-season, right? It's way past mid-season. It's closing in on 3/4 season. Right, 34 games. We got 10 games left, about 11 games left. So we'll come back for the 3/4 season update, I guess. We got Columbus, New York, Chicago. I guess we'll come back for the Toronto game, right? 11, 10, 9, 8. So it'll be... Yeah, we'll come back for the Toronto game. We'll take a look at the 3/4 season update and try to make a run for the playoffs, I guess. Seems like the thing to do. Now that we've got this little stretch behind us and the board is happy with us, we'll see if we can do some good things in this second half of the season, third half of the season, fourth half of the season. Anyway, let's go. See you later. Bye-bye. Next time.